Oh, sweet. Wingstop. What? Why? You are useless to me. I just got an email from Wingstop.
What's Wingstop?
It's the nation's largest wing restaurant.
Well, how come I've never heard of it?
I didn't vote for him.
Okay, that's basically the only response to Dom's
What did
statement.
you say,
I didn't vote for him. They sent me an email. Last chance, try thighs with free delivery. For only a few more days, order $15 or more and enjoy free delivery. Hurry, limited time only. So I was like, sweet, that sounds cool. Expires 12/13.
When did we get this email?
Today.
That's
3 hours ago. So, 3 hours ago? 3 days ago. Or 4 days ago, I guess. Ugh.
I don't think I'm strong enough to pull this sword. Let me eat a bunch of bananas real quick.
To be fair, bananas do actually give you strength in this game, so... I will say, this does actually feel really cool when you do it the first time. But you have to, like, hold A for that whole thing.
What happens if you let go, like, now?
Well, I mean, I've already let go, because it's already out. But if you do let go partway through, he essentially just, like, lets go of it.
Oh.
It would probably look cool if I wasn't wearing the Korok mask.
Think?
There are dumber outfits to
Thinking
wear.
that mask kind of ruins it.
Da-na-na-na.
You have a sword.
Master will come for you.
Does this one break too if you use it too much?
Not technically.
Yes and
but
no,
it
yeah.
does run out of power.
But
Oh,
it
okay.
recharges passively, so it's just like, oh cool, I use it every other fight.
Please trust me when I say.
Okay.
It's like, after you get the Master Sword, you essentially get to the point where, like, you start overflowing with weapons, because you just use the Master Sword every time it's up, and then you switch to other weapons when it's down, so you suddenly go through weapons way slower.
So, at what point in this game does his dick peek through his pants?
I don't know, that's a different game.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought that was just what video games were.
Although, cool thing is, regular weapons, when you hit the R button, you, like, throw them. Master Sword, you don't throw, but you do send a beam of energy out when you're at full health.
Nice!
Yeah, I really appreciate that detail.
Excellent. Yeah, that looks good.
What does it do when you're not at full health? Can you throw it then?
No. You just do the throwing motion, but nothing happens. And then you go, oh, shit, I'm not at full health. And then you start eating food.
Nom, 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 nom. So, now what do you have to do?
Now I have... The things that are technically left in this game that I could do is all the shrines, which I don't think I would do.
No.
The Master Sword Trials, which power up the Master Sword. Right now it's 30 base damage, but you can bring it up to 60.
Ooh.
But it's weird, because the trials are, you have to go fight a bunch of stuff, but with no weapons or armor. So you just have to, like, gather weapons on the way. And I don't really get that, because it's like, oh, it meant to power up the Master Sword. You can't use the Master Sword, though. And I'm like, but what's the point?
The point is to prove that you don't rely on it.
Then why would that power
Which
it up
is
so you
good.
can rely on it more?
Because if you need it, you're not worthy.
I don't think that's correct, because we literally need it to seal the darkness.
And do you really?
Also, they always...
Obviously, the darkness is more worthy.
They pretty consistently are just like, it's the sword that seals the darkness, and you're like, what does that mean? Because in this game, you really it's Zelda who needs to seal Ganon. That's specifically mentioned.
I mean, that's most of the games, or a lot of them at least.
So, what is
'Cause,
it
like,
about the Master
in-
Sword that seals the darkness?
In Twilight Princess, you have to have Zelda shoot Ganon with the arrows of light. Basically that's the way it works in Ocarina of Time as well. Yeah. You should just eat that truffle. Just eat it.
The only time I can think of that, like, Link uses the Master Sword to seal the darkness is at the end of Wind Waker, where he literally sword in the stones it in Ganon's forehead, and Ganon,
Yeah.
like, turns to stone.
Some hearty steamed fruit.
I mean, I'll be real, a lot of this food looks really good. There we go.
I mean, I did a mushroom skewer.
Yeah, I'd at least try it. And I don't particularly think I like mushrooms, so that means a lot. Spice
Is
meat
there-
skewers, though. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I think that's all the content left, really, that I can think of. Is just, like, fight Ganon.
And do...
Yeah, fight Ganon, do shrines, do sword quest.
Alright. So what of them are you gonna do?
Well, I'm cooking food now so that I have the ability to go fight Ganon somewhat easily.
Yeah. Because you need lots of food for when you know, get hurt. So you can just be like, hey, hold up. I'm hungry.
And I could
I'm eating
also...
food right now too, so you can kill Ganon. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. I could also go kill some Lynels and, like, upgrade my gear, because my armor on my gear is not great.
Does armor break?
No.
Okay, good.
Thank God it does not.
That'd be pretty stupid.
Yeah, that would be...
Man, can you imagine a game where it would, like, take away armor from you every 3 months?
That would be so dumb.
Mm.
Armor should be good for the whole game. Like, maybe it's not high enough level, but you should at least have the option of using it.
Is this a game that Broius usually brings up?
We're talking about Breath of the Wild, Dom. Stay focused.
No,
Not everything
armor doesn't
about this
disappear every
game.
3 months.
She brought it up. She said the name.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Nah! And then we died. And then y'all were happy.
Because I died.
No, because they're free
Free.
from my tyranny. Time to eat some carnitas. It
Is
seems
very
to
hard
arc
aim? Yes.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes way over the middle of the,
It looks like it.
crosshairs.
Yeah, it hits like a centimeter to the right of the top mark.
Which is a very weird thing for it to do.
Yeah.
Super cool that it has started to rain while I'm going to go try to fight someone. And thus can't use metal weapons or armor. Such as, I don't know, the Master Sword?
Well, I don't know. Really, what are the odds that you're gonna get struck by lightning?
Pretty high. If you don't do anything about it, 100%.
I mean, all that metal you're carrying right now.
Well, no, it's okay. It's in my pocket, so it doesn't count.
Ah. Just like your boots aren't heavy when you're not wearing them.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's with that?
Yeah, thank you for realizing. This is the way that science works.
Like those magnet boots in the other Zelda game, shouldn't they still be a problem?
Maybe you turn
you're
them
not
off
wearing
before you
them?
put them away.
Well, they're not magnet boots. They're just iron boots, and the world has lots of magnets in it.
I mean, you know what magnets are, right? Just pieces of the earth that you dig up while they still have gravity in them.
Yeah, that seems legit.
Explain to me a better version of gravity. I mean, have you ever heard a good explanation for gravity scientifically?
Yeah.
The joke is that no, we still don't technically know fully how gravity works.
Yeah, you do. It's just the earth and you miss each other, so you pull it together.
I'll be honest,
You
I
miss
don't miss
everything
the Earth.
else in the universe equally, just not as much.
It's a good game. I really like the strategy that you have to employ to get things done in this game.
So, I was trying to take your whole missing things explanation and add to the fact that if it has a greater mass, you miss it more. And then my tired brain was just like, oh yeah, that's why there's that song about liking large things.
Oh. I don't know what just happened.
Explosion.
I threw a blade at a guy, and before it hit him, lightning struck him.
You threw a thunder blade at him. I think the two might be related.
No, because
No,
I
you
don't
threw
think
a sword
it
at him and
hit-
Zeus was like, no, this one's mine.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that he blew up before the blade got there. 'Cause
Yeah,
that-
I was watching closer because of the noises you made, and yeah, it seemed like he exploded before.
Well, try it again, see if it happens. That is a torch.
It is the lightning torch.
Oh my god, I think I know what might have happened. I think lightning was getting ready to strike the sword, and I threw it, and it struck the sword in midair.
Ah.
I love that after every enemy I have to put my sword away because there's fucking lightning. Whoops. Okay. Never mind. I know what the answer is then. Lightning was gonna strike the guy's weapon that he was holding, I think. Because it just struck the one that was on the ground. Oh, there's a lot of just dead enemies here, huh?
Did you have anything to do with that?
No, I think it's just there's a lightning storm, and lightning goes to any metal weapons, including the ones that are being held by the random enemies.
So you can just wait for the storm to kill everything and then just walk through and take their stuff?
Possibly. But only if they're, like, directly in, like, under the storm. So, like, if they're underneath something, I don't think lightning can strike them. Do not have... Well... Alright, let's try passing some time and see if it's still storming.
If there's Minecraft, then the storm would immediately go away.
Well, it did, so we're good.
Cool. This is Minecraft now.
Like, oh, it worked? Well, that's it.
It proves it.
Yeah. I know what I need to do. I haven't upgraded the like Shikasur earrings. And there's only one of them that I actually want upgraded.
Which one?
Stasis. Because it allows you to use it on enemies, but only for like it only stops them for like a second. Which is a lot of time to hit them really hard and make it so that the attack that they are about to use on you that hurts a lot suddenly doesn't hit you and you stun them. Oh god, that's not even lightning. I know what that is. Ow.
It is my pleasure.
Hey bro, can you stop?
What did I do?
No, not you. Bro with an O. Ow.
Can't trust those O-bros.
Oh, bro.
That's an instrument.
You are dead.
No.
White Lynels are the hardest that you'll fight in this mode, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Ow.
Okay, once I remember the controls to this game and not Hyrule Warriors, it goes a lot better.
Is that what you're gonna play next?
I mean, I could. As long as I don't have to find Korok seeds in that one. We're literally having to replay all the levels to get all the Korok seeds just so we can finish the last mini quest, just so we can unlock like the doofy original Link costume.
So why is this lion centaur a zebra?
Because it looks cool as hell. Yeah. Not this motherfucker.
Praising.
Stabby, 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 stabby. They hit hard.
Yeah. The main reason I am fighting him is to get the materials I require to upgrade my armor.
Ah.
Specifically the Gorbarian armor, because it's the coolest. Although maybe a white Lynel is not the the best start.
You think?
That explosion was cool though. I almost got out of it.
Hey Tim, can you guess what city cares about Christmas the most?
Santa Monica.
I don't know, Munich?
Nope. Sheffield.
Why is that?
In South Yorkshire, England. I have no fucking idea.
They just really like Christmas.
Yeah, they searched for it the most on Google.
Well,
Or maybe they don't like Christmas and they've heard of it recently.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care about it. They're just curious now that it's been brought to their attention. Maybe what you don't know is all of their searches were, why do people care about Christmas?
Could be.
I guess we'll never know.
Nope. We won't.
I think that site should allow you to, like, just go by city and see what the most popular search was total. Like, what full phrase has been searched the most.
That could be interesting.
Thanks.
It's probably something along the lines of like hot brunettes in my area, or
I really,
Some garbage like that.
I really don't know how often that kind of thing gets Googled, though. I feel like there are other places for people to use that than the main big search engine.
You know what? Probably maybe like chicken recipes. They're just like something like that.
Yeah, hot chicken recipes in my area.
I honestly wonder why I haven't seen that ad before. Hot chicken in your area.
That would be a really good ad for a restaurant.
I forgot how creepy she is.
That's fine. Alright, what do I need? Yeah, I do need Lynel stuff. Okay. Let's start off with a blue Lynel and see how good I am at that.
And then she goes back into her flower.
It is still wild to me that you can play as the Great Fairies in Hyrule Warriors.
Like all three at once?
All four of them in one bud. Like this thing that they're in right now, it just scoots around with them in it. And so it's just, you control one at a time, and like your special move switches which one you're controlling, and they have slightly different like attacks.
I'm having flashbacks to Biolante and Godzilla Destroy All Monsters.
Why?
Just a plant scooting around the map, beating everything up.
I mean, it's basically that, yeah. There were several times that a character unlocked screen showed up, and we were just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Master Koga, the leader of the Yiga clan, joins your team, and you can play as him.
Like
Like the arguable like second biggest enemy in Breath of the Wild, like the leader of the like gang specific or like cult trying to bring Ganon back, and he just joins your team.
Well, yeah, Ganon's not gone for the first time yet.
Yes, he is. I mean, in this game, he's not technically gone. Is that another white?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep. Aren't you just having the best luck today?
Oh, because he's not technically a like white. He's electric, and that they're like the white ones.
Woogie.
Yeah.
Don't you love having us on this phone?
I was about to say, I like how you're just poking him with arrows from across the map and he just looks vaguely confused.
Hey, whatever works, man. Damage up. Okay. Well, I know what to do. I'll just trick switch between them if I have to.
So I skinned a tongue yesterday.
You did? Yep. It's true.
Seems like a bad idea.
On the contrary, it was a very, very good idea.
John, I'm not sure if you understand, but the phrase is by the skin of your teeth.
It is my pleasure.
Well, he sees the tongue.
Yeah, there was no teeth to skin.
You okay? You might need a doctor. Or a dentist, I guess.
I honestly, right now it looks like you need a doctor.
Fine. I have fairies.
How many?
3? Well, 1 now.
Have you considered
There
not
it is.
standing in one place while he tries to run over you?
I just needed to shoot him in the head. See? I had it under control.
Did you? Or were you just lucky?
Well, I'm alive and he isn't, so I'm gonna say I had it under control.
That sounds like luck.
I'm not sure you know what luck is.
Well, you got lots of Lynel horns, so you could probably...
Now I need 3 more.
Oh. Yeah, to do the whole set.
Yeah. I'm technically the best thing I could do is get it to rank 4 because it means that my spin attacks it costs half as much stamina, which just means you can spin for longer, and that's where most of my damage output is. But that takes a long time, so I'm just gonna get some extra armor with this because that's
Gotcha.
more important.
Shoraha.
I hate this place.
It
Thank you.
hates you too.
To this one, will it be easier to get out of and I won't have to put on the stupid, horrible, gross looking armor?
Burn.
Disco Inferno.
I like how your motorcycle is now one of the beasts on the loading screen.
Right, because it is technically a divine beast, so it makes sense, but I still hate it.
Meanwhile, you just casually change clothes while you're on a hang glider.
Yeah. Perfectly normal thing to do.
Satisfaction came in a chain reaction.
What are you saying?
I couldn't get enough, so I had to self-destruct.
That's not a real song.
Yes, it is.
And he
No.
was on,
It's made up.
rising to the top. Everybody going strong. And that is when my spark got hot. I heard somebody say disco.
Did you say
Burn,
Spock?
burn, baby, burn.
Did you say
No.
your spot got hot? Because, like, already hot.
I like how instead of actually killing the thing, you're just gonna leave.
Yeah, I realized it wasn't worth trying. I really love all my cooldowns to come back now. Because I kind of depend on those to fight Lynel. Specifically Urbosa's Fury.
Is that the one that makes it so that you don't get knocked back? Whatever.
No, it's the one where when I'm using a power attack and I activate it, lightning strikes all my enemies and stuns them for a good couple seconds, where I can spin attack them. And since the spin attack is also the power attack, then it means that I can just wait for them to unstun and then let go and stun them again.
Could you sleep and get them all back?
No, it's specifically by like in-game time, or I guess out of game time of you walking around.
Ah.
I guess when you sleep, the champions sleep too.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
So which one is Urbosa? Is that the camel?
Yeah.
That's almost back.
I feel I want to say once you get the upgraded versions of them, it's a 3-minute timer or something like that.
So is this guy another electric guy?
No, I think he's just a regular white Lynel. Which, yay.
Have fun!
Oh no, he's an electric guy.
Boogie woogie woogie.
Ow. Okay, this isn't fair. Like, give me my shield back. Like that's
No.
Okay. Now we can start the. Ooh, got him.
Yeah, that was like a snapshot.
Glory is ready.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
It's like a certain spot where if you stand, you can like hit them twice with each spin. There was a point in my Breath of the Wild days where I was like hunting down Lynels a lot, so I'm somewhat efficient at it somehow. Despite the occasional hiccups slash getting hit real hard. Gas. Why is this a problem in this game? Why is this a thing that exists in this world?
Why do you exist in this world?
Because the goddesses are cruel mistresses.
Yes.
No. I just wish the bike could. Oh, that's right. It's L and not the jump button. The jump button makes you jump off the bike. I should check. I'm pretty sure I'm out of fairies now. No, I got 2 more. How are you guys doing?
Doing so good, thank you. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Just eating some raw crabs and fish.
Nice. Oh no, me?
No, that's what you did.
No, they're cooking. That's the cook section.
Yeah, that really looked.
What, it didn't look super well cooked to you?
No.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Definitely looked wrong.
It's fucking raw.
I mean, Gordon Ramsay would love to live in Breath of the Wild and just fucking yell. I want I want a mod for this game where you have Navi except it's Gordon Ramsay and he just yells at you for your shitty cooking. Oh god. Well, that was a quick hit. Oh, super good camera angle. Oh no, he's spinning. Cool. What are you, Anakin Skywalker in episode 1?
I was gonna say it if you didn't.
Just wail on his ass.
Yeah, that's basically the plan. By the way, that pack of wolves over there was one of my greatest enemies when I was trying to fight this guy on Master Mode. Because they frequently were like, oh, we gotta get in on that shit, but we're definitely on the Lynel side. And I don't know why. It was the most frustrating thing, because they would just come over and they would always come from off screen. So like you would be like blocking, like waiting for his attack or waiting to jump out of the way, and suddenly a wolf would bite you. And that mini stun would last long enough that the Lynel would hit you with whatever you were about to dodge, and you'd be like, I'm just gonna restart now. I'm just gonna hit the switch button until I feel better about my life.
So I was watching something on Netflix earlier this week and saw something that is Chinese ethnic cuisine, and I'm not sure whether or not it constitutes a food crime.
Alright, what show was this?
Tasteful Origins. Or Flavorful Origins, that was it.
Okay. Okay.
It wasn't the main dish of the episode. It was just mentioned in passing, but it was definitely a thing. It was noodle sausage.
Ooh.
Guys, I have bad news. It started lightning in the game again. After I moved to a new area because I didn't want to deal with lightning while fighting Lynels.
The lightning came with you.
Yeah, apparently. Actually, I tried to do that, but it was lightning there. So I left. And now it's lightning here.
So yeah, I don't know what the actual...
What season was this?
The latest one.
Season 3.
It was the sausage episode, which they named something like chopped lamb intestines.
Cooked chopped entrails of sheep.
Or deal damage.
Yep, that one.
But I won't deal damage.
They really fell down on the translation there. Because it was just an episode about sausage, that's all it was. Definitely an ethnic sausage, but definitely still a sausage.
Why did noodle sausage become a thing?
Cooked chopped entrails of sheep.
Yeah, that was the main focus of the episode. But one of the things they mentioned as an accompaniment was not sausage stuffed with things that were noodles before they went in the sausage. It was sausage stuffed with... can't even call it noodle dough. I think it was just flour and milk. And then that's poured into a small intestine and cooked as a sausage, but basically comes out as a noodle.
Sounds kind
Sounds
of weird,
awesome.
but tasty.
So I know like flour and water is like a pretty basic like cooking combination because that makes dough or like a sort of like paste you can use to like glue dough and pastries together and stuff.
Or just literally glue.
Yeah. So like,
I mean,
can you just replace the water with like other stuff?
Yes, you could replace the flour with the glue. You could replace the water with glue and make glue.
Double glue.
I mean, you
It's
can
almost a triple glue.
you can put milk in. You can do egg. Fresh, fresh handmade Italian noodles are egg and flour,
Okay, but what if
not
you use
water.
Gatorade?
You could.
You could.
I have seen someone make Gatorade bread before.
If you don't have any flour, or if you don't have any eggs on hand, you could use blood.
Blood noodles.
Yep.
Oh. But yeah, library paste is just water and flour.
What's library paste?
It's an adhesive for binding books.
Wow. What if you use Dr. Pepper?
You're
You
gonna
make
have some
carbonated
really
bread?
weird fizzy noodles.
Well, I mean, soda bread exists, right?
Soda bread typically uses bicarbonate of soda or baking soda.
Well, then it shouldn't be fucking named that.
It's got soda in it.
There's
Baking
Coca-Cola
soda.
cake. That has actual Coca-Cola in it.
Well, maybe we
Real
should
soda.
make soda pop bread.
You can make
Put
beer
a
bread.
pop bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a recipe for library paste. 3/4 cup rice flour, 2 tablespoons sugar, 3/4 cup cold water, 2.5 cups boiling water, and a half teaspoon oil of wintergreen.
What does that mean?
You don't. What does what mean?
Oil of wintergreen.
Wintergreen.
It's just an essential oil.
It's basically exactly what it sounds like. It's oil you get from wintergreen.
Yeah.
The gum?
Wintergreen is a plant.
That's a gum flavor, John. Trust me, I've had gum.
Wintergreen is a group of aromatic plants. The term wintergreen once commonly referred to plants that remain green throughout the winter.
I thought that was evergreen.
The term evergreen is now more commonly used for this characteristic.
Well, at least I was right on something.
Wintergreens in the genus Caltheria contain an aromatic compound, methyl salicate, and are used as a mint-like flavoring.
Well, I guess just be glad we don't have evergreen gum.
Fine.
Pine gum.
I mean, some people
You want
do
some? Just
chew
get some
tree sap as
pine
gum.
sap. Yeah, I was gonna say just get pine sap.
Isn't that
Chew
just
that.
syrup? Okay. Good job, Link.
Really? That was Link's fault?
Yeah. You drew straight into the tree. I was just walking.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, he just
Oh,
ran
that was
straight
it.
into.
I don't know where the brakes are, so I just have to make do.
Oh gosh. So wintergreen oil is a folk remedy for muscle and joint discomfort, as well as arthritis, cellulite, obesity, edema, poor circulation, headache, heart disease, hypertension, rheumatism, tendonitis, cramps, inflammation, eczema, hair care, psoriasis, gout, ulcers, and broken or bruised bones.
My dad had gout once.
Just once?
What do you mean just once? Yes. I mean, as far as I know. Do you usually get gout multiple times? How many times have you had gout, John?
0, because I keep much better care of myself.
I mean, gout's a condition. You don't exactly lose it.
So 1 milliliter of oil of wintergreen is equivalent to about 1,860 milligrams of aspirin, or almost 6 regular strength adult aspirin tablets. So
So in other words, next time you get a headache, just chew some gum. You'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure that there's probably even nothing actual wintergreen in gum.
What about the name?
It's not.
Yeah, that's the point. Okay, so chew the wrapper, not the actual gum.
What if you just get those wintergreen mints then? So the gum is out, but what about the mints?
I'm sure the mints are the same.
Could you just chew on your Christmas tree? Would that work?
What if my tree is fake? Would that still work?
Yes.
What if you get the mints and the gum and chew them together into a stick?
On the bright side, that means my cat will never have those problems because he chews on our tree all the time.
So my blender broke the other day.
I'm sorry.
Me too. Because I need to blend 2 things soon.
I mean, have you used knives?
not quite the same.
Ah.
When I need to turn something that's a solid into a liquid.
Yeah, you just use knives and a bowl.
It seems there's something strange in your neighborhood.
Who are you gonna call?
Goat's butter.
What? What?
Go, butter. John, have you tried a juicer?
I don't have a juicer.
Get one instead of a blender.
No.
Okay,
It's
so
a terrible
since we're,
idea.
we're now on that topic. What do you think is the worst thing to juice?
Oh gosh.
I'd
Sand.
say maybe a sausage.
Are you saying the worst thing to juice for the juicer, or the worst thing to juice just
No,
the concept of juicing?
the biggest food crime that you can make using just a juicer.
Durian.
I feel like some form of meat.
Well, Stephanie said crab, so that.
Yeah.
Durian would probably taste okay, but it would smell up your house for days.
I mean, it couldn't smell as worse as like garlic or onion.
Yeah, it could.
About that.
I mean, durian
Yeah.
smells horrible and it smells like turpentine and wet garbage, but at least like the smell would go away quicker, I think, than.
Doggy is playing.
How fast does durian smell dissipate? All right.
Every time I play this game, I have to re-remember how the weather is the like most frustrating thing to deal with because you just have to keep changing outfits constantly. Alright, guys. You do you.
Your dog sounds fun.
I mean, she's having a day. Yeah.
Huh.
That's what we refer to as a lost cause. Teaching her how to share.
Hmm. All right, so it looks like it could take multiple days to get rid of the durian smell without like scrubbing things down with.
Wow, how many people have juiced a durian that there was an article about it?
Great question.
No, this is just with cutting it.
What if you juiced asparagus? Wouldn't smell bad when you're actually doing it, but it would definitely smell afterwards.
I don't know if that's because I feel like it's the combination of asparagus and urea.
And what?
Well, presumably you're juicing something because you intend to drink it, or otherwise consume it.
No, I'd say that's a faulty assumption.
Tim, I believe the fact that I asked about which food crime is the worst proves that you wouldn't be eating it.
If you didn't actually have to eat food crimes, these could all get so much worse.
Which is why I said meat.
Besides, I thought at the end of like something or other, John was gonna cook them all.
The roof's protection
Yes.
is now ready to roll.
All of them.
There will be no durians in my kitchen.
No, that one we can understandably not do because we want to be able to smell.
Actually, durian can work out well if you keep it frozen while you're working with it.
Send that to me.
No? I'm not going to put a durian in my freezer.
A lot of grocery stores will actually keep their durian in the freezer section, specifically so it doesn't smell up the rest of the store.
And even more stores just don't.
Yeah, the last few times I've seen a durian, it's just been on the display.
I usually don't look at durians because I'm afraid they might. Sometimes
You're just afraid that they might just smell you, smell you up just from being there.
Durians can smell your fear.
Aye.
Well, that's good because I try not to smell durians. Sorry, Stephanie.
Durians smell like the fear you have for them.
I've never seen.
Why do you have so few rupees? You should have more rupees.
Because I've gone around buying a bunch of materials for cooking.
You should go cut some grass.
With what? What are we gonna cut it with? Like
The
oregano?
Master Sword,
or...
obviously.
I mean, you can. And I think there are occasionally rupees in there, but I could also just sell a bunch of like precious stones that I have. Where's the shopkeep for the shop?
Might have killed him.
Is it you?
Marrow Mart. Is that like Mallow Mart?
That's where you
Yes,
get burned
except
Dude, you did
bones.
that so well, I didn't know he was here.
Ah. Oh.
So, oh, Clef.
Why did you say that as though you recognized it?
Didn't you?
No.
Oh.
You sold that for 420 rupees.
Blaze it.
Oh, that's the good old weedy number.
Yeah, why'd you say nice? 69 is the nice number.
Yep, that's what
Not
no,
420.
That's the nice number.
That's it.
There are no other nice numbers.
Yanaga. Yanaga Shrine.
Alright.
Yanaga Punch.
Icy gourmet meat. You could just eat it. Just put the icy meat in your mouth and eat it.
Yeah, the icy meat is like the least appetizing food in this opening. And that's
That's
including
saying a lot.
the
Is
dubious
it?
food.
Because I've seen you eat some weird stuff.
Apple and mushrooms.
Pumpkin and watermelon.
Hydromelon.
Yo, every time I see it, I'm like, are they afraid of big watermelon like coming to get them?
Meanwhile, sautéed bananas.
Gross.
Oh no, no, simmered bananas.
Twice baked bananas.
Not sauteed. You threw it in a bowl of water and just simmered them. Boiled bananas. Lightly boiled bananas.
Reverse seared bananas. Cooked in olive oil.
Why
Monster.
olive oil?
Cooking in olive oil.
What do you use olive oil for?
Salad dressings.
Why?
Fine, instead of olive oil, cooked in Wagyu suet.
I know. There you go. That's the
You're a
biggest food
bastard.
crime to juice is Wagyu beef.
Reminds me of an actual food crime.
If no
Salt
one got
Bae.
arrested for what you're about to say, then I'm gonna call you out on that not being a food crime.
So Salt Bae has a video where he takes
Does he have like a name, or does
some-
he just go by Salt Bae now?
he has a name.
Yeah, but does he actually just call himself Salt Bae now?
I think so many people call him Salt Bay that he's forgotten what his own name is.
Yeah. Do you think like a Fae, he has stolen the name of Salt Bae and no longer has his previous name? Salt Fae?
Oh, can you not? Anyways, he has a video where he makes a hamburger, and he starts by taking some super nice Wagyu beef and then grinding it up. And I get it, like you need for a good hamburger the proper balance of the fat and the lean, and Wagyu beef has the perfect amount of both, but also no.
Why not?
It's like saying I forgot the guy's name. It's like saying a medieval oil painting has just the right components in it to make a good fire starter.
It
No,
does,
Because you
but
can't
also
make more medieval paintings. You can just make Wagyu beef, like that's the thing that humanity continues to do.
but it kills the planet a little bit more every single time.
I mean, yeah, but like, why does grinding it make it worse when it's just... Isn't Wagyu beef because of how much fat and lean it has?
It's not just the fact that it has a correct amount of fat and lean, it's the fact that it is perfectly marbled.
Which means what?
So with a normal piece of beef, you're gonna have like lean and then like some fat around the outside and maybe a little bit inside it. And when that cooks, you have your lean section and then you have the little rim of fat where the fat soaked in and actually flavored the meat. With Wagyu, you have a piece of meat with the fat marbled into it. And it, like, you know, marble is white with the little gray streaks. It's just like that. It's streaked into it all throughout it, so that when it cooks,
So every bite is exactly the same instead of being interesting?
yes, every bite is exactly
sucks.
the same instead of bad.
It's not bad, though. If it was bad, we
Maybe a
wouldn't
better
eat it.
analogy. It's like buying a brand new limited edition Ferrari for the express purpose of using it to haul an 18-wheeler trailer.
Fucking good. People should use things for what they're made for instead of like, oh, fancy sports car, I'm gonna look at it. Fucking
The
cares.
sports car is not made to haul things.
Then why do they have so much fucking horsepower?
To go fast.
Except that it's like 90% of it is wasted. You can't even go as fast as a sports car goes because of laws.
Also, just because it has horsepower doesn't mean it can actually pull things.
I was gonna say
It's
there's a
got-
difference there. Good luck trying to pull that trailer with that sports car. It's not gonna work.
Well, you could get it moving eventually. Wouldn't be able to stop it.
When you're making a hamburger, because you're grinding meat for it, you might as well just take lean and take fat and then mix it to your desired consistency.
Agreed. You know what also is a good way to get lean and fat to your desired consistency? Buying pre-bought mixed lean and fat. You know what is a interesting way that they've done that? By making Wagyu beef.
But they...
So wow, cool.
It's not
Pre-packaged. They
ground.
did it for me. Yeah, all you have to do is grind it now. So there you go. I will forever fight against pretentious food shit.
It's not Pretentious.
It is very much pretentious. If you like it, it's pretentious. That is my metric, and I've been right 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not
Definitely.
quite, but no, Wagyu's pretty pretentious. Is Wagyu not considered like the highest end of like beef you can purchase?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah,
so how is
basically.
that not pretentious?
Pretentious implies pretense, which means trying to be something you're not. Wagyu beef actually is that.
Yes, but the people who use it are basically the fact that, like, oh yeah, you can only use it for these specific things because if you grind it up, we've decided that, like, you've ruined it.
It's not that if you grind it,
not
if
that
you
it's
grind it up,
ruined,
you've
it's
ruined
that
it.
it's
It's that
such a
if you grind
waste.
it up, you're spending several $100s to achieve the exact same result you could have achieved with like 15.
No, it wouldn't be marbled.
It's
It
not
would.
marbled anymore. Was it?
Yeah,
If you're
it-
grinded, it's not.
I
marbled
love
anymore.
food conversations because I always just can make everyone very angry by saying stuff that I only halfway agree with. God damn it, why isn't lightning here too?
It's the
You know
game
what?
for
I'm
payback.
glad. Yeah. Get struck.
Maybe I can. Also, how do you just buy fat or lean?
I mean, you could do that at the supermarket.
I was gonna say you
You can just buy
have the
fat?
opportunity every day.
Yeah.
Huh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why? Just cook regular meat. It's fine. I may not have ever had Wagyu, but I really don't think that if I tried it, I would be like, wow, this is so incredible. I'd just be like, oh yeah, it's a good steak.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Next time I cook Wagyu, I won't make any for you.
Or you could prove me wrong and feed me Wagyu beef.
Nope.
So yeah,
No,
someone out there.
we'll just do like a GG steak night, and the rest of us will have top quality, and John will just see whatever he can find that's cheap.
And I will enjoy it literally as much as you guys.
Dollar store steak. Gotcha.
It really,
Yes.
like, dollar store steak still tastes good.
So,
Have
John,
you
how
had
big
dollar
would
store
you say
steak?
No, because I don't think that's actually a thing.
It is.
It
I've
is.
cooked it.
it is?
It is.
It's shoe leather that didn't make the cut. John, how big would you say a steak has to be worthwhile?
Um,
Like mass,
I don't think
I-
that's a
like
thing.
8 ounce, 12 ounce.
honestly, it doesn't matter. You can. If you're doing other stuff with it, you can. Like a 4-ounce steak is fine if you got enough other things to go with it.
I mean, Tim, what is fajitas if not a lot of small steaks?
See, but that's not a steak.
Yeah, it's a steak that you cut off.
That's steak strips.
Okay, so if we each had a 4-ounce Wagyu steak, that would cost us about $200.
Is that three 4-ounce Wagyu steaks?
4 of them,
Why are you doing 4?
because Luke might come.
Why would you ever want to spend that much money on steak?
Boom.
You know, just to grind it up. Back to the actual point of it, that's what we're saying. Why would you spend that much money on steak to grind it up.
No, why would you spend that much money on steak ever? Like, that's... Why? One meal for, like, hundreds of dollars? This is exactly why it's pretentious.
The life is there for you to experience things.
Not for
And
$200.
it's an experience. Yeah.
I mean, okay, yeah, but there are definitely wrong ways to experience it, and I think that's one of them.
Oh, I think grinding your Wagyu steaks is one of them.
Oh, that's definitely one of them. But I'm pretty sure just Wagyu steak in general is a very good way to find out that maybe you don't know how to be good with money right now.
You missed.
I really want to see if there's a way to get retired dairy cow around here.
What? Are you... Okay, do you mean a live one?
No, I mean steaks from a retired dairy cow, because that's basically budget Wagyu.
I doubt, because I don't think there's any significant dairy farms in this area.
Well, Tim, do you have enough room
Maybe
at your
not in
house
your area.
for a
I live
very-
in farm country.
You're right.
Tim, do you have enough room at your house for a very small dairy farm? And about 20 years to kill.
I do not have room in my house for 20 years to kill now. Maybe the small dairy farm.
Well, I have good news. You might be able to make your own budget Wagyu.
You could also use that full-time job, right?
So can you make marbled burgers?
Yes, it's called mixing the burger correctly.
Wouldn't that be way cheaper than Wagyu and basically have the same type of taste?
No, because ground meat has a different texture than steak.
Well, yeah. But aside from that...
But aside from that, sure.
Yeah, so
If
like,
we
why don't
assume
you
that
just
what you
fucking do
really
that?
want is not.
What do you mean? Steak texture isn't, like, the most incredible thing. It's just a texture.
Yeah, but if you want steak, then
Oh yeah, well if you want specifically Wagyu steak, then I guess nothing's gonna compare. I'm just saying, you're gonna have a second meal tomorrow. You might as well just have different meals.
Protection is now ready.
Might as well just have like 3, like, I don't know, I just don't get, like, I could have one really good Wagyu steak, or I could have like 20 burgers. It also helps that I have ADHD and I can't process a lot of texture and things like that. Like when I finish eating this, I'm like, I forgot to actually taste that, huh?
so this is our last stream before Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. I don't even know
Merry
if we'll-
Christmas. We got you crimes.
Merry Christmas. Dom does not acknowledge crimes.
That's cool. Once we finally do the food crime show, I'm just gonna grind up Wagyu steak.
Right. You're definitely gonna spend that money.
Oh no, yeah, I will put myself in debt. I do have a credit card and the intent to use it.
He has a credit card. And he knows how to use it.
No, I intend to use it. I don't know how to use it.
He has a credit card and he'll Google how to use it.
The most you. Can you imagine that search term on Google? Just how do I use a credit card? So you just use it.
No, you Google how do I use a credit card. The first thing that comes up is an article about how millennials don't know any life skills.
Oh, see, I was gonna say the first article that shows up is just like, all right, first thing you'll need to do is activate it. Email the 12 digit or the 16 digits on the front and the 3-digit code on the back to my email address. Also include the expiration date. Hey, it's Gank.
And the name on the card.
Oh, Gank. You're such a disappointment to this game. I just really like humanoid Ganon where he has a motive and you can like talk to him and like Ganondorf is just cool and he's just like a beast and that's it. That's his entire personality for the game. Like that's fine, I just wish there was like a second form where he talked.
Now my moment has finally come. Brace yourself, Ganon, for the
Rip.
sting of my revenge.
What are we ripping now?
Ganon.
The fact that he's not.
This will be our
And I was just gonna say Rip Ganon because he's about to get fucking obliterated by 4 laser beams.
More laser beams.
Let's go, little guy.
5. And then your motorcycle just jumps at him.
Weirdly enough, that's actually sort of how Hyrule Warriors ended.
Hold on, princess.
Do you get a motorcycle horse?
No, but there is another piece of technology that basically self-destructs on Ganon.
Ah. Spoilers.
I mean, it doesn't end like that. There's still more after that. But like, I mean, there's a lot of technology in that game. It could be anything. It could be you.
Spoilers.
Okay, I've been leaving out the most major spoilers from there because I don't want to put that out there. Because there's some interesting spoilers.
Now we know the game is interesting, Dom.
I don't know if I would go that far. It's a Warriors game. It's fun.
You can't backpedal now. You said it was interesting, and now you've ruined it. Now instead of being unsure.
You see, the spoilers are interesting. You know how when sometimes a game reveals a secret and you're like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's like that. Where it can be bad, but also interesting at the same time.
That makes sense.
So like halfway through this fight, do you just like have to switch to a different weapon because your sword is no longer usable?
I mean, yeah, or you can just, like, do what I do, which is generally just use weapons that aren't the Master Sword anyways. This is significantly more powerful than the Master Sword.
There are weapons that are more powerful than the Master Sword.
The Master Sword is like 60 power against Ganon, and this is like 75.
What ways is the Master Sword?
Great question. I mean, I guess they didn't want to make the Master Sword the like most powerful weapon in the game. It's like, what if you wanted to use two-handed weapons or a spear?
I don't like this guy. He's gross.
Yeah, he's sort of just every nightmare creature put together.
Yeah.
It's like, what if a scorpion is also a spider? And you're like, no thanks. Take that, Ganon. What? Hello?
Zap.
Why do we stop? What, oh, you have phase 2? Oh, cool.
I heard you ask multiple forms.
I mean, it's not even a different form, you just let himself on fire, I guess.
Ninjas can't get you if you're on fire.
Good thing Link's not a ninja.
You had to like think to make sure that was correct, and I was literally right along there with you trying to make sure.
Got all the phrasing lined up.
Yeah. All the
Yeah,
like
same.
double negatives and everything. Ganon, can you stop? I'm trying to beat you with electricity.
I think that's why he's not stopping.
Can't stop.
Well, you don't have any more of those.
Do I have to like do something so I can earn them? I don't remember this fight very well because it wasn't that memorable. Again, I think
Just
he
keep
looks,
shooting him with arrows. I'm sure that'll work eventually.
I think Ganon's design is like good in theory. It's just like it's not Ganon. Like if he has a beast form, it's weird that it's not a pig this time.
It's a
Got
spider.
tired of being a pig.
It's, he's interestingly gone out of his way to create a new type of creature, which is called spider, but worse.
Don't you have to shoot the god?
Oh, is that it?
I mean, it's kind of a glowing.
I don't think that works. Problem is, the gun that the other version of him has is also blue. So like, they're just always like that. I'm not sure what to do to get rid of this.
Story is ready.
I don't think I have to hit him with that. No, you don't have to have him. That apparently did it.
Try throwing bananas at him. See if that works.
Oh, okay, that didn't hit him, despite being the furthest I could walk towards him. Oh, maybe that isn't a he break this. I don't understand.
When Calamity Ganon shoots with the arm cannon or the Guardian Laser, which has a lengthier charge, you can parry these moves with your shield to bring his defenses down. The Guardian Laser will break your shield if you miss it, so be cautious. If you have Daruk's protection, the Divine Blessing from Va Rudania, you can actually just let Daruk himself deflect it. The other way to get through his shields is melee attacks.
Bruce's Fury also gets through it, apparently. And stuns him.
Well, looks like you're done.
Yeah, I beat Ganon. The game is over.
Yep, I definitely believe that.
Because Ganon only ever has 2 phases.
Second phase wasn't even really that much of a phase either. It was just like, oh, he's got a shield. But everything else is the same. He also has scissors. I don't know why, but one of his arms just has like I think he's a barber.
Why does he have such goopy blood?
It's made out of Wagyu. That's why it's got the like red and black.
Yes, because...
Marbled blood.
This blood has such excellent fat distribution.
Ganon has diabetes. The fat's gotten to his blood.
Given the lore in this game, I think Ganon is the diabetes.
It's Thibodeau.
Your horse?
Yeah.
Ganon.
You named your horse
Ganon was
Thibodeau?
born
Yeah,
with
like
dark past.
episode 1.
Oh, cool. Here's where they have the really bad mistranslation that actually reversed the entire point of what they were trying to say. Yeah, he's given up on reincarnation and assumed a pure enraged form, and apparently, according to this, if we destroy him here, he will be dead forever. What they were trying to say is not at all that.
What were they trying to say?
I don't remember exactly it, but like, if we kill him, it just seals him away again. It doesn't, like, kill him, which is what they just said it would. Also, cool, we get the Bow of Light.
You may not yet be at a point where you have fully
Thibodeau looks unimpressed.
or
Somebody looks weirdly not afraid considering Ganon is here and he's worse than ever.
But courage need not be
Look at this
remembered,
elephant man.
for it is
Oh,
never
fun.
forgotten.
Bastard.
He's a pig. He's definitely a pig.
Yeah. Oh, it does 100 damage.
Hope you're good at attacking while on horseback.
I'm just so mad that like you can't get the Bow of Light for the rest of the game. They give it to you here, but you had to go get the Master Sword elsewhere on your own.
I will hold the malice back as much as I can, but my power is waning. Attack any glowing points that you
Damn,
see.
he's got thighs.
He does.
May you be victorious.
I just like the idea that Link recognizes that Ganon is like a boar, and so like it's him defeating Ganon and just cuts to him cooking really interesting meat afterwards.
Yeah.
Hurry! Please!
Yeah, how often do they reincarnate?
Every whenever. I don't think
Yeah.
there's like a specific time period, it's just, and then the next Zelda game happened.
Yeah.
So there's no regularity to it?
I don't think so.
Because I just like the idea of there just being like, them referring to it not by the three arriving and fighting and all of that, but the, you know, oh yeah, it's almost time for this century's barbecue.
Now this would feed the entirety of Hyrule for like a month. Which is arguably the cooler way to do this.
It's working!
So now you just have to hit him a few more times, probably in the head.
Yeah. Which is, I think, a cop-out that they didn't make him shoot him in the butt even one single time. I think if I was Link, I would do that because I'm that mad at him.
Hit the glowing area!
I have to hit him in the butt. Oh no, it's like the stomach. Cop out.
So close!
No. Force feet, okay. Oh, of course.
Link! Look up there!
Look up where? I'm kind of in the middle of being smashed underneath Ganon.
The very core of Ganon's being. Do what you must. Do it, Link!
Die from being shot in the forehead.
No, I think the two games that I've played, you kill Ganon by hitting him in the forehead.
The first one being the
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is one of my favorite, like, Ganon fights, just because, like, it's you and Zelda working together. Stab him in the forehead at the end, which is really cool.
You and Tetra.
Yeah. I mean, she is Zelda.
Spoilers.
She's Tetra.
Also, only game that I know of where Zelda has, like, another identity, which I think is cool. Besides Ocarina of Time.
You know,
that's different.
Ocarina of Time.
Okay, but that is she created a new identity versus Tetra, where it was they found out later that they were Zelda.
Hey, so in Smash Brothers Ultimate, did they separate Sheik and Zelda?
No, in Smash 4 they separated Sheik and Zelda and carried that over to Ultimate.
Okay, that's weird.
It's because Smash 4 came out on both the 3DS and the Wii U, and the 3DS did not have enough memory for a character to have two forms.
Gotcha.
So if they just didn't put it on the 3DS, it would have been fine. But now they're two different characters and I'm salty.
Yeah, a lot of moves changed from the last time I played the game.
Yeah, most of those happen on the
Which
3DS
was
game.
Wii, yeah.
Same as why like Zero Suit and regular Samus are not the same character.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
I've been playing the adventure mode, and I've been running Kirby the entire way through it.
Yeah, that tracks for you. Do you set damage up to 200% and stand by ledges a lot?
No. Yeah, I never stood by ledges.
Keeping watch over you
Yeah,
all
you
this
didn't need
time.
to in that game.
No, I didn't. I could kill you wherever.
What a dumb game.
I personally used Marth for the adventure mode.
Okay.
I think I used Ike a lot, but also like Samus was backup and someone else. I used Marth for a good bit as well. I think I used Marth basically until I got to like one of the other characters.
Yeah, I've learned that pretty much you can beat the game by just like fireballing into people as Kirby until they're at a high enough damage percentage, and then you just wait for them to come to you and you hit them with the hammer, and then they're gone. They're just gone forever. And some of them you just start out by dropping down, pulling out the hammer, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
Some matches are like 2 seconds long, and 1.5 of those seconds were them flying off the stage and you waiting for them to actually technically die.
So that was the ending of this game, which is not super, what's the word? Cathartic or... What's the word I'm looking for? I think it starts with S. It's not very, like...
Satisfying?
Yeah, there we go, thank you. There is a hidden ending, though, if you collect all the memories, and it's like a 5-second cutscene of Zelda being like, Link, do you remember me? And then it's Link's face, emotionless, because it's Link. And then that's it. And you're like, I went through so much work for that? If they weren't making Breath of the Wild 2, that would have been, like, inexcusable.
You gonna get it?
I mean, probably. I'm sure Stephanie's going to, so I'll also see it and play it.
What are we doing in like 3 weeks from now?
Jeez, 3 weeks?
Well, we're not streaming next week. The week after, if we do anything, it'll probably be Party Patrol. Unless you want to do, or not Party, Polyhedral.
Oh, that's true.
I was gonna say eventually we should do.
Yeah. Although we could do a, you know, catch up with each other after the holidays, Party Patrol.
Yeah, well, let's do a catch up with each other and also play Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Now that I know that you have it and also Tim also has it.
Do you have to pay for Nintendo
Oh fuck, you do.
Internet?
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah, you do.
Nintendo Internet.
Nintendo Internet, my favorite Nintendo product.
I mean, that's basically what it is. I'm assuming you could do split screen over the web.
What do you mean?
Or not split screen,
You mean
blah,
multiplayer?
because it's, yeah, multiplayer.
Yes.
Because it would be like the two of us
Oh,
playing on
yeah.
one Switch.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Okay. I don't have Nintendo Internet, so I haven't really.
It's okay, I don't have it either because it's
explored
fake.
that.
But we do have whatever it's actually called.
Okay.
I always forget that that's a thing. Like I don't know. I'm always mad about it.
Nintendo Switch Online. They're just coming alongside everyone else.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it also I always forget that other people do that too.
Yeah. It's not as good a deal as like Xbox Live or actually I don't know if you get anything special for PlayStation.
Yeah, me neither, and I had PlayStation.
PS Plus.
Yeah.
Because I know with at least some versions of Xbox Live, you get access to a ton of free games every month.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with Nintendo,
I mean,
you
like-
can play Animal Crossing with your twins.
Yeah, I don't think I need Animal Crossing. I have the Animal
No.
Crossing Switch, but I don't need Animal Crossing.
You have the Animal Crossing Switch?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
It was the prettiest one.
So defensive.
Ooh.
Alright, well-
Ooh, that's a thing I didn't know. Sony pulled Cyberpunk from the PlayStation Store.
Whoa!
What?
And buyers are allowed to get a refund regardless of hours played, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I read up on that earlier today. CD Projekt Red
Worked
really
it?
screwed this up, and not just the game.
I mean, there was that whole thing where they, didn't allow advanced copies or any footage of the PlayStation 4 Xbox versions to go out before the game was released because those had incredibly diminished performance. So they only showed the PS5 version.
After
Yeah.
which they said in a press release that the Xbox and PS5 versions performed, quote, surprisingly well.
Which is both wild and wrong.
Yeah.
I've seen minor amounts of footage from the PS4 version, and they were literally fighting a person for about 5 to 6 seconds before all of the textures on his clothes stopped being a blurry mess and actually turned into, like, textures that you can see.
Oof.
Yeah.
So, like, imagine fighting someone where all of their clothing is, like, 144p. This has been an interesting time for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I know some people, I know the people who have it, people I know who have it, are enjoying it still, but they're just like, yeah, they, didn't do a great job on some of these things.
Yeah, that's everything I've heard is people going, this is fun. There's definitely a good game here. But there's a
also-
lot of bugs.
It's really fun, it's a good game, it will give you seizures, but...
It just CD Projekt Red has apparently been pushing off any sort of blame for the game being bad, other than the most lip service. Yes, we rushed it out in production. We'll try to fix it later. Things
Yeah. Wild
like, for
that they
example,
rushed it out in
when
production.
someone brought up in a press conference that the game had serious problems on the Xbox and PlayStation, CD Projekt Red, if I remember correctly, tried to shove off the fault for that onto Microsoft and Sony for saying that those companies allowed them to fast track past the certification for those consoles.
What?
They were saying, it's not our fault the game's bad. Microsoft and Sony said they were good enough.
Huh. Is that so? What's the other?
It's like getting into a car accident and then saying it's the fault of the state for giving you a license.
I really enjoyed a video I saw earlier of someone sitting in essentially bumper to bumper traffic in the game, and they got out of their car and threw a grenade, and everyone, everybody in every other car stepped out of their car and ducked in exact perfect unison, synchronized. You're like, oh, there's just one AI, huh? Apparently, cars don't have the same AI that they do in GTA, where they have routes that they go, but they also react to what you do and stuff. They don't have that, so cop cars just spawn behind you when they start chasing you, and it just follow you, and every other car just follows predetermined routes and doesn't actually react to anything you do. So sometimes they'll just run into you.
People make jokes about game AI just sharing a single brain cell, but in this case...
That one actually did.
Sounds like a good game to not get.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing though. Is like the people that have it and are playing it are enjoying it like a lot. But then they also are dealing with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game is enjoyable despite what CD Projekt Red is doing about it, not because of it.
Yeah.
In some ways, they definitely still messed up a lot of things that they promised, which is wild. Like a lot of character creation stuff is not what they said it was gonna be. It's just interesting. Some of the things that went into this game, and they're just like, oh, we don't. Someone else rushed it. We don't know what happened.
All right. Thanks everyone for coming. Have a Merry Christmas.
We beat.
See you next year.
We did it.
Bye.
Well, we'll probably see them the week after Christmas.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in polyhedral dynamics.